Hello everyone. Today I would like to share with you a game I've been working on, Fimbulvetr, War of the Great Winter. The base concept of this game is basically combining a fighting game with elements of real-time strategy all together in one PC game, all wrapped in the setting of basically various woodland animals at war, all in a vaguely Norse mythological tone. I'm sure that all sounds a bit crazy so far. Well, this is an idea that some friends of mine and I worked on a bit while I was in college. We got a little bit done back then, but now that I've graduated, I hope to work on this full time and hopefully find some other people that enjoy this concept as much as I do. Just a little disclaimer before I begin. This is far from finished, everything that I'm going to show you. This is like super pre-alpha, so nothing that I'm going to show you is even close to final or finished, and that goes double for the graphical elements. As you can already see on my main menu here, I'm using a lot of basic fill shapes, and the fighting game character animations are basically amount to stick figures at the moment. So please try to keep that in mind as you view. So, Fimbulvetr is primarily a two-player competitive game, which is played with a direct TCP/IP connection between the two players. Once both players are connected, and they have selected a map to play on, they begin constructing their army. This is where the various species come into play. The species are analogous to classes, essentially. They have various properties in both the real-time strategy and fighting game areas of the game. And here you're allowed to create your own unique characters within these classes, customize them with names, palette swap, color choices, portraits. A lot of these features aren't developed yet. And you basically decide which of these characters to take into battle with you. All of your choices with your characters are largely cosmetic and don't affect the game at all, except for your choice of super move, which each character has, which you can change at any time while you're selecting your army. And once both players are ready, the game can begin. The game begins on the map screen. Here you can see our army lined up and our very basic map so far. And this is where the primary objectives of the game will take place. The object will be to control various territory. There will be sort of capture points that you will have to attack and hold. The characters can be selected by left-clicking on them or with number keys, and right-clicking gives basic move orders. You can scroll around the map, around the edges of the screen, and you can also zoom in and out to get a better view. And there are various types of terrain that affect each of the different species differently. Mountains are generally very slow for most characters, for instance, but a flying species might be able to traverse that without any problem. You can also center on characters by double tapping the number if you get lost. There is no combat or action on this screen. However, once two characters on the opposite teams collide and get close enough in proximity, the battle begins. This is the combat screen, where the two characters who collided duke it out. It's designed to be a full-fledged fighting game system. As you can see, our character can run, jump, block, and has a plethora of various attacks. A big design decision here was making all of the attacks very simple to do. It uses a control scheme very reminiscent of the Super Smash Bros. Series, in that every attack only requires a single button and a single direction to perform. Here you can see the hair character in action. He is currently the most completed, designed to be a very fast character with melee attacks. He's got various sword attacks, trip kicks. He has some aerial moves. Some have various properties, such as this helicopter kick that allows him to stay in the air longer. Fairly long range and powerful dash attack. A dive kick, which is absolutely nothing like Falcon Kick at all. Some aerial boosts, slashes, sort of spin attack. What I like to call the Rock Lee kick, I guess. Basically designed to be a very fast character, good for getting in. Also a few moves for getting out, like this jump away attack that has some invulnerability. Also this rolling attack, which is designed to go through projectiles and be very fast. And he also has an energy meter you can see above flashing, which is used for canceling various moves. For example, this rolling attack generally ends with a sword slash, but by pressing down in the middle, you can use some energy to cancel it. Several other moves can be cancelled, such as this dash attack. You can decide not to do the slash, or the boost. You can end it whenever you want. This all takes energy, but is eventually refunded, although you may have to back off for a time to get some of it back. An important feature of the combat mode is that not every fight has to be a fight to the finish. By pushing up against the side of the screen, you can fill the retreat bar, which would eventually allow you to back out of the fight. Alternatively, you can hit your opponent off the edge of the screen and try to force their own retreat. Once the gauge is full, the units back off from each other, and you return to the map mode, where you will continue playing, and other battles can ensue. As you can see, the scope of the game vastly exceeds what's already been completed. Although you can see a few different species on screen right now, it is intended for there to be many, including wolves, bears, birds, various aquatic animals, and others. At the moment, there's only 3 I can show you, and the hare is by far the most complete. Other characters, like the cat, for example, have some attacks, although they don't even have hitboxes that register at the moment. The cat is designed to be a very middle-of-the-road average character, with options for several different ranges. He has melee attacks, he has projectiles, and he also has a system for charging up his energy. This energy goes down over time, so he has to constantly keep it up. But doing so vastly increases the range and strength of all his various energy and sword attacks. The fox is designed to fill the keep away archetype character. He has various projectiles, which he can charge up. He will have projectiles for both the air and the ground, and he is designed to have various teleport maneuvers and traps he can lay across the battlefield to keep his opponents at bay. On the map screen, he is designed to be a stealth character, which can turn invisible and sneak up on other units, thus choosing his own fights. This is the majority of what I have to show you today. I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video, and it's been a great pleasure to show you my game concept. I will appreciate any comments or criticisms. Please feel free to leave comments in the video or send me an email. I'll be working very hard over the next few months to get this to what might be considered a vaguely playable state, and I will continue to keep you updated as it progresses. Thank you very much.